everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm pretty excited about this. It's something that I have really been researching and looking into because a friend asked me to do a video on this, just showing you the differences between a bronzer and contouring. Just seeing like where they kind of overlap, where they're separate. So I have done a lot of research because honestly I didn't know very much myself. And we are first going to go over contouring. So contouring works by mimicking the natural shadows on your face. So having a matte shade is very necessary because you don't want shimmer, you don't want anything that brings attention to it because it is the shadows on your face. So to create believable shading, we want to blend products underneath the crease bone, under the jawline, alongside your temples, and also alongside your nose. You want to choose a darker color and apply it to things that you want to bring attention away from. Because with highlighting, it's different. It's the top of your cheekbones and anything that the sun hits first and that you do want to bring attention to. So if you watch other YouTube channels, a lot of them contour their nose so that it looks more slim. And also the hollows of your cheeks to make your face look slimmer, and also on the temples and your forehead right here to make your face look more narrow. So the products that I have for contouring, and it just depends on you, what you like. I have a lot of things that say bronzing, but I could use it for contouring, and things that say contouring that I can use for bronzing. So it just depends on you, and it depends on the shade. So the one that I use the most for contouring is the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. And it has 3 different colors that you can use, and they are all cool toned. And so depending on your skin tone, you can use whichever one that you need to. I usually use this one because it is a little darker than my skin, but it also creates that natural shadow that I want. And sometimes I do use this one when I'm more tan in the summer, and I don't think I've ever used this one. But I've used it in like the crease of my eye, but other than that, this is my favorite for contouring. And I also use this Hoola bronzer, Hoola bronzer, but it's the Quickie Contour Stick. So this is also cool toned, but this is helpful to be able to carve out the places that you do want to contour. I also have the powder. And for some reason it looks a little bit warm in the box, but once you swatch it on your hand, it's very cool tone. So I either use the Hoola in the box or the Hoola stick, depending on what I feel that day. And to apply contour, I usually use this angled brush from BH Cosmetics. There also is, you could use like smaller brushes, anything really. You could also use this very tapered brush right here. Or you can use like a big fluffy brush like this. Whatever works best for you to be able to chisel out what you want, and especially a smaller one if you want to contour your nose. Now to talk about bronzer. So this one is different. This is what you use when you want that sun-kissed glow. So in the winters when you want to look a little bit more tan, this is when I like to use bronzer because you just kind of outline the spots that the sun would hit. It kind of goes along with the highlight. It's what the sun would hit and what would be the most tan on your face. So a lot of people use this to make your skin look more healthy and more radiant throughout the winter and also through the summer too. With a bronzer, you can either choose to do a matte bronzer or you can do a shimmery one. The shimmery one adds to the highlight and brings more focus to the different areas that you want. And matte is also good too. It just gives you a nice flush bronze sun-kissed look that makes it look more natural. So with the opposite of contour, the bronzers are more warm toned. And so, for example, this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula that I just got from the drugstore, it's very warm toned. Another favorite that I have that I just barely got is the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. And this one is just a very soft, warm color that's really natural. And to build a really believable bronzer, you want to dust the highest points of your face. So a couple places are the top of the cheekbones, which is where you'll also put your highlighter, so you'll put both of them, and then across your forehead. So kind of creating that with number 3. So you can also put it in the hollows of your cheek just to give you a little bit more color if you don't want to do a contour that day, or you could add it to your contour. So you basically do a 3. So like this, and then down here. So you can add it to your jawline along with the contour. And that's why it's kind of confusing. They kind of cross over, because you could either do bronzing for the day where it's across your forehead and do the 3 and then not worry about contour, or you can just do contour where it's just chiseling out and then you can add bronzer. It's just up to you what you want to do, if you want to look really bronzed that day or if you just want a nice contour. That's how they kind of get confusing and they kind of cross over. So it's up to you what you want to do with this shape of your face and how you like how it looks. So I do have a couple bronzers here, like I showed you, the Estee Lauder one, the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, which is a really good one. This one's very pigmented. And then I have the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder, which is in the darkest color, and I use this for bronzing also. It's a nice warm shade that you can just get from the drugstore. And then I have a MAC Cosmetics one, which I don't use very much because it's more orangish than warm, which doesn't make sense. Like, some bronzers you really have to be careful because a lot of them are very orangey, and so it makes your face look more muddy and just not very pretty. So you have to be careful with bronzers and how warm they are. And I usually use it with a big fluffy brush like this. But if you want more of a contouring with your bronzer, you can use that angle brush. But it's honestly up to you, because makeup is unique. You don't have to do it a certain way. There's different techniques to that, but honestly, it's up to you what you like. And I would say experiment. Experiment with different colors, experiment with bronzers, contours. What you like is what you like, and there's not a right way with makeup. And that's why I love makeup. It's all creative. It's a one-size-fits-all. That's what Patrick Starr says, which I love him. And speaking of Patrick Starr, I am doing a giveaway, which I'm going to be talking about more on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram. I will be talking more about the giveaway and what you need to do and things like that. So definitely follow there. But other than that, I hope you guys learned something today. I definitely learned something. I like researching these types of things, so definitely ask me questions if you want to. Like my friend Allie, who wanted me to do this video on the differences between them and kind of how they're similar. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment or comment on my Instagram, whatever you guys like. But I hope you guys have had a great day, and I hope you learned something. And if you like these types of videos, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.